Hello, I'm back. Um, Today I'm going to be talking about my experience dating a retarded, slightly chubby, um, very attractive Latina girl. I'm not going to mention her name because she's crazy, as a lot of Latina girls tend to be. So she might be stalking me and trying to find this video. And so I'm not going to mention her name so she doesn't try to pursue legal action, which is something she would definitely do, and then try to get back with me right after. But so it started when I was a sophomore in high school, and um, she I saw her at a football game, and I thought she was very attractive, but I had her on Snapchat. I even realized she added me on Snapchat one day, like a year ago. I didn't even know. So I saw her post a picture of herself on the Snapchat after the football game of her at the game. So I was like, so I was like, I want to take a screenshot of it to get her attention, even though because I'm too scared to text her directly. So I did that, and then after that she took a screenshot of my photo of me at the football game that I posted on my story, and so then we just kind of hit. And then so then I was like, okay, I gotta text her now because she obviously. And then we started texting, and we stopped, and then we eventually stopped texting because I don't even remember why. And then I started dating this different girl who was actually her best friend. So that was kind of messed up of me, but it's whatever. And then I broke up with that girl. Then I ended up talking to the Mexican girl again, and then we started dating. So I dated the best friends back to back. I mean, and it ruined their friendship. So I'm sorry about that, guys, but whatever. Um, it's just unfortunate events. Nothing I can really do about that. And so we started dating, and I lost my virginity to her, and it was very enjoyable, and I enjoyed it very much. She was a little bit promiscuous herself, so she did that. She has experience with that before. She was a grade older than me too, so she was a little older than me, and we did that a lot, and I enjoyed it. I really did. It was it was great to be able to do that for the first time, and then many times after, and many times, multiple times a day usually, sometimes even at school in the elevator, for the handicapped people. Um, we ended up getting a job with each other during the summer at a summer camp counseling. We're counselors, and even there we would do it. Whenever we found free time, we'd find a secluded place. Um, but she was very retarded. She wasn't very smart. She was very gullible, and I am just wasn't surprised. Really, I haven't really met a person um of that ethnicity to be like very knowledgeable. They're great people usually. I mean, she wasn't great. Her family was horrible too, actually. They threatened legal action one time because I put a letter in their mailbox, cause which I know is technically illegal. I think it's a felony or something, but I didn't know that at the time. I was a little sophomore. Come on, but it's cause she put a letter in my mailbox. Trying to be cute, sending me letters. But she put it in my mailbox, so I did it back. This lovely little message, and her parents got really mad about that. Her parents are fake as hell, because just the other day, before that, they were all nice, making me food, pretending to be all kind, and the next thing you know, they're saying they got my parents' number and started texting them saying that I committed a felony and they're going to take legal action if they ever see me again. So they're very fake for that, and I don't really like them anymore. I didn't really like her parents anymore, but I still liked her a lot because I got that nookie a lot, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Um, yeah, but like I was saying, her people of that ethnicity, I find, other than her and her family, they tend to be very nice. I dated another Latina girl who was very nice, probably the kindest person I met in my life. Same thing with her parents. Her family was really nice. I've only dated her for like a month, and her parents were already offering me to take me on vacation with them, to like Mexico and California and stuff. And I live in Michigan, so those are very far away. So it was very nice of her parents. But like that's the usual experience I get with people from the Latino community. But but they also tend to be very not smart. So it's like it's okay though, because they still have other great qualities. They tend to be hard workers as well. So you don't have to be smart to be a great person and to be an upstanding member of society. But that's just something I noticed. They tend to not be the most smart people. Um, but she was on a whole new level of not very smart. Um, but she was very freaky, and I enjoyed that about her. And I actually noticed that is another thing, even with my other Latina girlfriend. I think that's just another thing within the Latino community, that they all tend to be very freaky. And they enjoy spicy foods a lot, but I'm very bad with spicy food, so that led to some embarrassing moments with her and her family. Me trying to eat spicy foods even though I really couldn't handle it. But it was all really good food, though. All the food was really good. Um, so, yeah, but so eventually we broke up. I don't even remember why, but then we got back together and we broke up again. It was like on and off for like 6 months. And it was just, I don't even know. And then I ended up getting with her best friend again, on and off for to this day, honestly. So it's been a real back and forth. Actually, there's this one time where they became friends again after I broke up with one of them, and they found another one of my exes, and they became like the League of Evil Exes, and they all started plotting against me, and it was horrible. It was a very horrible point of my life, and I don't want to go back there, but I eventually get back with all three of them at one point or another. So afterwards, so I mean, it's okay. But all in all, I just wouldn't recommend getting with a retarded Latina girl because she was slightly chubby, but like it wasn't even bad chub though. It was like good chub. Like I feel like any girl you date should have that little bit of chub that she had. Like I don't very skinny girls like she had badonkadonk and she had how do I put this politely? Plump. No, not that voluptuous. I guess. A bosom and large badonkadonk and large you get what I'm saying. She so she was very so it was a good kind of chubby, it was like very like you wouldn't be able to tell she was chubby unless you go and squeeze her stomach. You would see like a little bit pull off, but like it wasn't like bad at all. I feel like I feel like that's kind of the best like body type for a girl to have that kind of little bit of chub to her, but some things just too good to be true. She was very promiscuous, and then I found out she was texting other guys one day near the end of the relationship because she was very untrusting of me. So she wanted us to swap phones and look through each other's phones. And she got about 10 seconds through my phone before she realized that I have nothing on there for her to see. So she kind of quickly, give me my phone back. I'm done. After she realized that I was about to find stuff on her phone and find stuff I did. She was texting a lot of other dudes. As far as I know, she never actually cheated. There was no that's still technically cheating, but she never did stuff in real life. There's no evidence of that, and she really denied it. And even with the guys she was texting, I ended up going through more of her texts later on. And she never really, it doesn't seem like she did anything in real life, but she was texting other dudes very flirtatiously, like she wanted to do stuff in real life. And I find that's very common with lots of women to cheat like that. It's common with men too, but I feel like there's more likely to happen with women. I would never do such a thing. I find cheating to be worse than murder, to be honest. To betray someone's trust like that, the person you're supposed to trust the most. It's a horrible, horrible thing, and why anybody would do it, why anybody would let their desires take over their, love like that. You didn't love that person in the first place. You were willing to cheat on them. That's horrible. Even if they cheat on you first, you break up with that person. You don't cheat on them back. You're just a horrible person if you cheat on anybody. It doesn't matter if the other person cheated on you first. It's a horrible thing. You break up with them, then you can bang another guy. And then, but it's, yeah. So that's the thing with going to someone who's very promiscuous like that. There's a higher chance of them cheating. But a lot of women do it. Even women who claim to be not into that kind of stuff and not into being doing inappropriate stuff like that. Yeah, they'll cheat on you anyways. Women do that. It's very hard to find one that won't. So you gotta, if you want a good lady, you gotta really search. I feel if I a perfect girlfriend would be someone who they can't be a really overly nice person, because that means they're gonna be really talkative to random dudes. So they gotta be a little mean, just a little bit though. I don't want them too mean, or else they're gonna hurt my feelings. They gotta have a great body, and I don't really like white women, but I also don't really like black women or like Indian women, South Asian, um, but like any other woman would be nice. Any other race or ethnicity. Like I'm Mr. Worldwide over here. Um, and then I would say someone who's like got it like politically stable, like they have good political views. Maybe someone who browses Crystal Cafe. That would be cool. Someone who has like a little bit of personality. Someone who likes games, video games, and good anime. I'm not talking like Jujutsu Kaisen bullshit. I'm talking like some Evangelion, Berserk. Those are my favorites. Um, and someone who likes horror movies like me. Someone who has a good taste in music. The last girl I dated had a really horrible taste in music, and anytime I got in a car with her, it was torture. It was just a constant fight over that radio, and it was just horrible listening to her stupid Harry Styles or Sabrina Carpenter or whatever they listen to now. Um, yeah, overall, I just wouldn't recommend dating a tiny, chubby, slightly chubby, retarded Mexican girl. I just wouldn't recommend it. But I'll see you guys next time.